Hey there, I am Parth Doshi, exploring the field of RPA and sharing my learnings with you by making videos. So I'm back again with another interesting use case on attended automation. So in this playlist, we saw different use cases on attended automation, on unattended automation. First of all, we understood what is attended and what is unattended automation. So without any delay, let's get started with this particular use case. So this particular use case is on EMI due reminder. So many times now when we take EMIs, we see getting messages on our phone like your EMI is due in this many days, in that many days, and all that. So I'm trying to implement something similar, but instead of SMS we are going to send a mail. So let me show you the database. So we are treating our Excel file as a database which has the following details of the customer. Now we are going to make it attended using the location preference. So what we are going to do, the reminder, how we will send that I will show you, but the reminder we are going to send is based on the location. So if there is Mumbai, then only what we are going to do, we are going to send the email. So if the employee wants to send to all the customers of Mumbai, he will just type the location name, and if and only if the EMI due is in next 2 days, the mail will be sent. Otherwise the mail will not be sent, because we just don't want to spam the customer's mail ID. So even only if there are 2 days left, then only we are going to send the mail. So you can see over here. So since today is 19 August, so the mail should be sent only if the location is entered Mumbai. The mail should only be sent to this Parth and this Ramesh. So that we are going to see how we can do that and all that. So let's get started. Now I have pre-built the workflow over here to avoid the to keep the video short. So first what we are doing is we are asking for the location using the input dialog. Now this is only the first thing which makes it attended, because there is an human intervention, a human direction, or a human trigger required to further process the bot. So here we are asking the locations. Now we have only 4 locations: Mumbai, Hyderabad, three locations: Mumbai, Hyderabad, and Bangalore. Now after that we are reading our Excel file, and what we are doing is we are saving it in a data table, customer EMI data. Now I am taking one value, that is due, which contains system.date time dot now. So it is taking me the current date which is there, and I am going to add 2 more days to it, because I want to check if the date in an Excel file. So there is a fixed date. If we know in an EMI, when we take an EMI, there is only a fixed date in a month when the amount will get deducted. So that is called our due date. Now you can say 21 means the user has to pay within the next 2 days. So what we are going to do, we are going to take the current date and we are going to add 2 more days to it and compare that 2 more days value with our Excel file value. So if they both match, then what will happen is we will have our mail being sent to the customer. Now, how we are doing that? So we are filtering the data table. We are filtering our location with the location entered. So you can see here is the location variable, and the due, the column due, we are filtering with due, which has the current date. You can see over here current date time. Add days. So we are adding 2 days to it. You can see in bracket I have typed 2. That means 2 more days will be added to a 19 date, that is 20, and then 21. Dot to short date string. Now why to short date string? Because if I just keep it this, so if I remove this and I just keep it till this much, I'm going to get the time as well. But what I want just the date with me. So I'm filtering my complete data table. Now if if the condition doesn't satisfy, so if I suppose I enter Hyderabad, the due date is 27th, means the condition is not going to satisfy. The filter data table will have nothing and no mail will be sent. So this is how we are filtering our data table. And now after that, there is a very simple thing we need to do. We are using for each row in our filtered data table, that is customer EMI data. We are taking the name, email, product name, amount, remaining. Remaining is what this. So we are storing each of the required data that we want to mention in the mail. So customer name, email, then what we are having the product name, then the EMI amount you can see, over here, EMI amount, and then the EMI remaining. So we are taking all that data, and how we are taking the row dot item of the column name, that is customer name dot to string. After that, we are sending a SMTP mail message. Email is this variable which has the customer mail address. So now the port number is 465. The server is smtp.gmail.com. And email ID and password are my email ID and the password. And I've configured the body over here. So hello name, comma, environment.newline. That is just to write on the next line. So I want to skip 2 lines. I want 2 lines below. Your EMI of amount is our variable of amount that much. So of 1,000 rupees for product name. So here we are going to pass our product name from the Excel file. Is due in next 2 days. Please keep your bank balance updated to avoid the penalty charges. And you have remaining EMIs remaining. So remaining is our this value. You can see over here this file. Then again to environment.newline. Thanks and regards XYZ Finance. So we have followed very simple steps in this workflow. There is no rocket science behind this workflow. We are just using very simple activities. You can see we are saving the data table. We are filtering it. Now only the one different concept you might have encountered is adding the days, and we are keeping end condition over here because we want both of them to be satisfied. The location should be equal to that location in a new data table, and our due date should be only 2 days. So let me just close this, copy, close, save. Let me save this and let me enter Bangalore. So if I enter Bangalore, there will be nothing in my data table. So the process should not send any mail. You see, the workflow stopped because there was nothing in my data table. Then what will it send the mail to? Now let's put Mumbai, because we know we have two data over here and also the due date is there. Mumbai. So now 2 mails will be sent. I have entered my mail ID only as the customer mail ID. So you see, one time it is running, it has sent the mail, I think. Yeah, I got on my phone. I will show you here as well. And the second mail is been sent, and now the workflow should stop. You see, now let's check the mails. The first mail. Subject EMI due reminder. Hello Parth, your EMI of 2,000 rupees. Let's cross verify it with our Excel file so we get a clear understanding of that. You can see the first one. Your EMI of 2,000 rupees for product 1+8 is due in next 2 days. Please keep your bank balance updated to avoid penalty charges, and you have 5 EMIs remaining. Thanks and regard, XYZ Finance. So this was the first one. 244 email ID. You can see over here 244. Now let's see for 180. Hello Ramesh. So he's our last customer. Hello Ramesh. Your EMI of 1,000 rupees for OnePlus TV is due in next 2 days. Please keep your bank balance updated to avoid the penalty charges, and you have 2 EMIs remaining. Thanks and regards, XYZ Finance. So I think the video has been just hardly 10 minutes, I suppose, but we were able to implement a complete business use case. So this is what we encounter in our daily life, or this can be a proper business use case, which a finance company who gives EMI and all that can implement to send a reminder to our customers. So we normally don't check the normal text messages that come to us, but since we are working from and all that, we check our email IDs daily. So the person will get email ID. So I hope this video helped you get a better understanding of what is attended automation and how to automate a proper business use case using attended automation. You can also make this unattended by not giving the location preference, and you can send the mail directly to all the customers whose due is in next 2 days. So you need to figure out that's one task I can give it to you. If you want to send it to all the customers, how you can do that, but you need to keep one condition, that the EMI due should be next 2 days, because we don't want to spam the customers. Thank you for watching the complete video. please do subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that yet, and share the video to your friends, to your colleagues who are exploring the field of RPA and trying to implement different use cases in their organization or for their learning purpose. Also press the bell icon to stay updated to all the new videos I upload. Thank you.